Hello everyone, welcome to part 1 of creating a scrolling pen platformer. This is this scrolling pen platformer that I've shared. Actually my only shared project so far, but there's a link in the description, so make sure to go check it out. But yeah, so we will be creating something similar. Right, start by clicking create. We're going to start by creating a simple scrolling engine. You can delete the my variable. Create a variable, call it scroll x. Grab when the green flag is clicked. Say when the green flag is clicked, show. And say forever, if key space pressed, say change scroll x by, if key right arrow pressed, then you want to change scroll x by 10. Duplicate it, and say if key left arrow is pressed, then you want to change scroll x by -10. Now, create a new costume. This will not actually be, we'll be deleting this quickly, but this is just exemplary. So, create a box, center it, okay, and go to the code. Say when the green flag is clicked, forever. Go to X, grab a minus sign, and put it there. 0 in the left-hand side, and scroll X in the right-hand side. Then, go to your scroll X, click it twice, and then click it twice again. Now you can see it's a scroller. Click the green flag. By changing this, you can see this, the bigger it is, it's like the screen is scrolling. So, now you can go ahead and delete this, but yeah, so, can get rid of this default code, and, something I actually want to do, just to have a little bit more control, I say when the green flag is clicked, broadcast green flag, and grab a when I receive green flag. You're actually going to replace that show, you actually want to hide them in sprite. And now, we are going to start by creating a block and call it draw square at x, then a number or text input, and put in x, y, length, and height. And click run if that screen refresh. Now, we're going to make a function that draws a square on the screen. To do this, click the extensions and click pen. Then, instead of this draw square, well, you need to create another variable and call it whatever you want, really. I'll call it length. Say for the square only, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and you're going to set length, go to operators, and grab a minus. Set length to x minus, and put a divided by on the left-hand side. Length divided by 2. So, if you were drawing a square at 0, 0 with a length of 10, it would set length to -5. 0 minus 5, because 10 divided by 2 is 5. Anyway, grab a repeat loop, and you're going to repeat length. And instead of here, grab a go to x, grab a minus, and then put it there. Y minus divided by on the right hand side, and then 2, height divided by 2. Then inside of the x, put in length. Before that, put a pen up, put a pen down after it, duplicate this block. Sorry. Get rid of the other pin down. And say go to grab a plus, and you're going to say y plus height divided by 2. Now, let's just test this out. So, grab a draw square, and say at x 0, 0, length 10, height 10. Now you can see it didn't work. That's because we never changed length. At the end, grab a change length by 1. Now if you click it, drag that away, you can see there is a square in the center, and if you were to measure it, you would find that it is 10 pixels by 10 pixels, exactly what we inputted here. Just like that, we have a square drawn. Now we need to do something. So say forever draw square at x 0 minus scroll x. Now, also something you want to add is forever erase all. So click the green flag, and you can see. So just imagine you're at 0, 0, and then you're moving to the right, and the square moves to the left when you move to the right, and if everything is moving to the left when it'll look like you are scrolling to the right. So it's exactly what we want. Now we're gonna replace these default go to x with a custom block. So make a block, call it go to x and y, and click run without screen refresh. Actually, you don't need to click that. Doesn't really matter. And then inside of there, grab a go to, or put in a go to. For now, y, and then say minus x minus scroll x. And then here, you can say go to x length and y. That. Sorry. So just replace both of these motion go to x, y with your new block. And now, if you say go to x 0, 0, you'll find it's just the same. Now you can change the slider range, and if you say negative 100, then you can see a bit better example. So you can see go to the right, go to the left. It's all rather perfect. So next you can create another variable and call it scroll y. Click OK. And you're going to go to y minus scroll y. And then you can change that to slider. And just like that, this all works. So now if you were to put in the motion you had before, key right arrow is pressed, change scroll x by 10, duplicate it, put in if key left arrow pressed, change scroll x by negative 10. If you put those right there, then you can see you can move. So like, just imagine. So I'm just like moving back and forth, and it looks really good. So I can go ahead and stop the project, and next what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new block, or what we're gonna make a few lists. We're gonna make a list, call it x. Okay. Make another one, call it y. Click OK. Make another one, call it length. Make one last final one, call that height. Alright. Now, in the beginning, You want to delete all these lists. X, Y, height, length. When you see green flag. But you also, and now you can make a new block and call it encode block square at X, then input X, Y, length, and height, and click run with that screen refresh. And now if you were to say add, grab an add, and you're gonna add, so you can add what they input right here to your X list. And you can add what they input there into your Y list. Duplicate that. And same for the length and the height. That. So it just adds what get inputted here to your lists. Encoding them, basically. And now make a new block and call it update. And run this without screen refresh. Click OK. And then make a variable and call this index. Click OK. Now, at the beginning of update, you're going to set your index variable to 0. And then grab a repeat loop, and you're going to repeat the length of X, Y, height, or length. Any of them work because they should be at all times the same length. So, and then you're going to repeat the length, and you say change index by 1, and go to your blocks, and you're going to say draw square at X, say item of X, duplicate that, 1 of Y, length, and of height. So it's, and then your variables and grab index and put index right there. So item index of X, item index of Y, item index of length, item index of height. Now, just put that array saw right there and say update. Click the green flag. Nothing happens. Also, quickly hide these lists. Alright, but nothing happens. But in the beginning, if you were to encode some squares, so as you could say, encode one at 0, 0, length 100, height 100, click the green flag again, and there's one right there. Scroll X and scroll Y are not. But you can see, and then so that's all for this tutorial. But so far we've created a nice system for encoding data into lists, and a system for drawing a square, and even a bit of scrolling. So hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to watch out for the next tutorial. Bye.